Yo, what is up everybody? Hope you all are having a great day. So in this video, I thought we'd change it up a little bit. Normally I don't talk about myself too much, but I thought that I'd make this video specifically 10 things about me, just so you guys can know a little bit more about who I am as a person. So yeah, let's get started. I guess before we go shoot some footage and some photos, first things first, my name is Bobby and I'm 23 years old. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, majoring in information systems back in spring of 2018. So about 2 years ago. Yeah, I know it's been 2 years already. It was fast. But for the last 2 years, I was working as a business software analyst in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So that was a really good experience. But you know, after thinking it over for some time, I kind of just thought I kind of wanted to take a year off for myself and just travel the world, which if you guys saw my Bali videos, that's my first place that I traveled to so far. But yeah, hopefully I can do some more traveling once we hit 2020 and hopefully go on some more fun adventure trips. So some of my favorite things to do are spend time with friends and family, work out. I've recently been getting back into exercising and probably go on an adventure with my camera, whether that's with friends or just by myself. So a while back, I recently just rediscovered reading. Like, it's funny because all throughout high school, I hated reading. Even college, I never enjoyed reading. But yeah, it's been really good and I've been really enjoying it, so. I am a Hmong American, born and raised in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Now, don't get me wrong, it's almost Christmas and I love the Midwest, but I'm starting to get sick of the really long winters, like when winter starts to bleed into March and sometimes even April. And I'm also kind of getting sick of getting sick, if that makes sense. All right, so I am also a videographer and wannabe photographer, trying to get better at this each and every time. And I've always been inspired by movies and TV shows. I've also always been inspired by Wong Fu Productions. They've always inspired me growing up watching their short films. Ultimately, my goal would be to create a short film, kind of like what they've always been doing. As far as favorite TV shows, my favorite TV show would probably have to be How I Met Your Mother, and second would have to be The Office. As far as favorite movies, I don't really have a favorite movie, but I am a sucker for romantic comedies and love a good horror movie. So this next one's kind of a touchy subject, but I've come to accept it. I deal with anxiety pretty heavily sometimes. And I think growing up in the Hmong community, there wasn't much information on mental health issues. But I think society in general, not just the Hmong community, is becoming a lot more aware and knowledgeable about these kind of issues, and we're heading in the right direction. Actually, I gotta go this way. So one of my guilty pleasures to kind of just escape the world would be walking or running while listening to music, or sometimes when it's cold out like this, running on the treadmill while watching anime. And one of my favorite animes to watch right now is My Hero Academia. But I've also recently been getting into Studio Ghibli films. I remember watching Spirited Away growing up, and I thought that it might be a good time to catch up on some of the other films that people have been saying are really good. And they've been pretty good so far. As far as music, my favorite song right now on repeat has been One That Got Away featuring Dylan Matthew. All right, so we are back inside. It was getting kind of chilly out. So another thing about me, I have two loving parents who act like they're still teenagers. Yeah, it gets annoying sometimes. 3 siblings, an older sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother. So being the middle child, you guys can only imagine what I had to go through. Ugh. My family drives me crazy at times, but I love them. Oh, I'm starving. So one thing that you should all know about me is I love food. I love to eat. I literally will eat anything and everything. That's why I don't go to buffets, but I really love food. And I also really enjoy cooking. It's something that I've kind of started taking up as I begin to take fitness more seriously. So I do enjoy cooking too. My favorite food of all time would have to be chicken fettuccine Alfredo, and a close second would have to be sushi. Let's see here. Let's get this. Yeah. All right. Another thing about me is I love to travel. So most recently I took a trip to Bali, Indonesia by myself, and I had a great time. I was there for about 3 weeks. Traveling is something I just kind of always told myself I would do, but never really got around to doing it. And I finally mustered up the courage to travel, regardless of if someone was gonna come with me or not. So it was a lot of fun, and I hope to continue traveling in the future. All right, so last thing that I want to share with you all that you may or may not know is the fact that I have a bucket list. Now, that's gonna sound really stupid to some of you. I think that having an actual bucket list and physically writing down what you want to do before you die, which is what a bucket list is, if you didn't know, you tend to go through with it more if you physically write something down. So currently right now, what I have crossed off my bucket list is go skydiving. I did that when I graduated, and go on a solo trip, which I just recently got back from one. And right now, currently at the top of my bucket list is to go on a hot air balloon ride during sunset, and also attend one of those lantern festivals where they release those majestic lanterns into the sky. Now, I know that's not the best for the environment, but I just want to experience it just once and capture it, get some amazing videos and photos doing it. So that leads me to my ending question to you all is, what's on your bucket list? What is something you really, really want to do before you go? So leave a comment down below what is at the top of your bucket list, something that you really want to do. And my next question to follow up would be, what's stopping you from doing it? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I want to say happy holidays to you all and your family, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.